Hey there, good looking. Join me for this back, biceps, and abs workout specific for women over the age of 40. This workout is the bomb, baby. Now you need some tools, so I want you to grab what you consider for yourself a pair of heavy dumbbells, moderate dumbbells, and light dumbbells. And then for those of you that have the small Pilates ball, grab that too. We're gonna use it in one of the exercises, but don't worry if you don't have one, I'll show you a workaround. All right, lace up those runners. Let's go start sweating. Hello there. Hey, welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and this is my buddy George. And hey, this channel is all about helping women over the age of 40 get fit and strong. So if that interests you, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and let us help you out on that journey. Now, this workout is all about our back, biceps, and ab muscles, but before we get into it, we need to warm ourselves up. So put your gear off to the side. I've got to move my dog because we're gonna start our first movement on our stomach. We're gonna show you a really nice posture move and one that's gonna warm up our shoulder muscles. George, off my mat. Thanks. All right, so take a look first. Tuck your toes in, chin is tucked in, extend the arms out, hovering over the ground. And now think of a reverse snow angel. George, you're not helping. And as you come down, you'll flip the palms so they're facing the ceiling and they rest in the small of your back. Here we go, get set up on your stomach, chin tucked in, don't strain the neck, toes tucked in, neutralize the pelvis, arms extended, hovering off the ground, go. Arms fairly straight, and then you'll bend the elbows, palms up, and get them into the small of your back. 30 seconds here. And breathe, right? We got to remember to breathe when we're on our stomachs. Good job. Okay, George, you cannot lie right in front of me while we're on YouTube. Remember, that's rule number 2. You guys want to know what rule number 1 is? He's not allowed to lick his parts, which he does quite a bit. Keep going. Rule number 3, he's not allowed to stick his nose in my bum. He's done that in one workout. That was awfully rude of him. 4 more. Last 4. 3. 2. Woo, those shoulders are getting warm. 1 more. And press yourself all the way up for me. Beautiful. Give me some arm circles now. Go backwards. So nice little posture move. We're going to do another one. If you have access to a wall close by you, I want you to lean yourself up against a wall. If you don't, follow suit with me because I don't really have a full wall by me. All right, so if you're leaning against the wall, your feet are going to be ahead of you, all right? And you want your bum, abs in, push your low back against the wall, slide the chin in, back ahead against the wall. Now, if you have no wall, we're still gonna do that same thing, pretending we have a wall. Bring the arms straight up, just like we were down there, and now pull the elbows in towards the rib cage and extend back up. Now, for those of you against the wall, this is far more effective. Your goal is to try to keep the back of the arm, elbow, and then if you can, the back of your hands against the wall. Pulling the shoulder blades into the back pocket as we draw the elbows down, abs engaged. So really nice posture exercise again. This is also one that I give kind of on a prehab basis with when I used to personal train a lot, for people who started to feel a little bit of tenderness and niggles in the shoulder. You know, the niggles, the little aches that happen every so often. All right, last 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Excellent. Now let's open up the chest and now give yourself a hug and open up the upper back. Alternate which arms in front or on top each time. So our first series of movements, I've done them up in a circuit style. So we kind of get a good calorie burn too, keeping our heart rates up. And then we'll move into a traditional strength type. We have, what do we got? 5 exercises. Nope, 6 exercises. 3 rounds, 45 seconds. A couple of them you're gonna jump, but I'll show you the low impact version if that doesn't interest you. Last 2. And 1, shake it out. And then for those of you part of my 10-day arms and abs challenge, we are on number 9, baby. Great job. All right, I want you to get your dumbbells set up. We are gonna start that circuit workout. Okay, first exercise on the clock is a 1-arm row. So I want you to grab your heavy dumbbell. This is for 45 seconds. I'm using a 20-pound dumbbell. Let's all start with the same arm. So left arm, left leg back. Now, hinge forward from the waist, and you can hold on to, if you've got a coffee table or chair close by all means, place that front hand there. Otherwise, the rest of you, forearm resting on the thigh. Now, hand is slightly ahead of the shoulder, and now row up, squeeze that left shoulder blade to center back, and release. Now, when we release down, crew, I want you to make sure that you are not rounding the shoulder as you come down. So we've got, really good posture, even with the arm extended. Now we're 45 seconds here, and then we can switch out to a lighter dumbbell if we like, moving into a lunge and arm curl with this same arm. So right now the biceps assisting, and then we're going to isolate it for the next move. So working into your lats here, that's going to be the main mover, and then traps, rear delt, and biceps. And then dumbbells, right? Time. We're working core, we're working legs. Now I'm going to switch out to a 15. Keep that left leg behind you. Turn the palm so it's facing away from you. Give me a lunge, and as you come up, bicep curl. Now, if you're thinking, PJ, I clicked onto this video because it said back, biceps, and abs. There was no indication of legs. See if you can give me a lunge. It's just going to help us get that extra little calorie burn. But if you're really not into lunges, just keep the leg back, okay? And do the bicep curl like so. Remember, it's your workout. You choose what's gonna work for you. I just want you to challenge yourself and then listen to the cues that I give if you need to scale any of the moves back. Woo! Struggling. Now when the timer goes, we'll do a 45-second cardio drill. Get the heart rate up, and then we'll do the other arm. Time. Place your dumbbell on the mat. The other one out of the way, okay? And you're gonna step over. Now see how I drive the knee up? Perfect. And we're taking it right over the dumbbell, trying to go laterally. And then for those of intermediate and advanced, and we stick it on that one side. Kind of a quarter one-legged squat. So you've got that option, jump or no jump. Again, I'm spicing this first part up, adding some legs so we get the heart rate up and we get some calorie burn. Now let's see if we can pick it up a bit more. Right arm, 1-arm row coming up. Time. Whew. All right, I'm gonna grab my 20 again. Right arm, right leg back. Hinge through the hips so we're not rounding the spine. Hand slightly ahead of the shoulder, pull up and breathe. Remember the alignment, right? Don't let that shoulder roll forward when the arm extends. Elbow goes past the rib cage. Right shoulder blade coming to center of back. Breathe. If you feel this in your low back, something's not happening right there with your core. So pull the belly button in, readjust that hip hinge. Lunge with bicep curl with this arm coming up. Time. All right, I'm switching out to that lighter dumbbell. Okay, still staying with that right arm. Right leg back. Now palms facing away from you. Here we go. Give me the lunge and then curl up. When we curl, we're not swinging the arm. We're using just the bicep. We're also not bringing the elbow in front too much, okay? Try to just keep it underneath the shoulder. Good job. Oh boy, he's pacing. The inmates are restless today. Whew. Now we have another cardio drill coming up. With the next cardio drill, I'm going to recommend you grab the lightest dumbbell that you have for this workout. Abs engaged, time. All right, light dumbbell. I'm using a 10. Grab onto each end for me. Feet shoulder width apart. Swing the dumbbell to your left as you go into a squat, and then use the hips to get the dumbbell up and swing it side to side. Now when you do this, I want you to make sure that you're not letting the knees cave in, okay? They're tracking straight ahead. We're using the glutes to get the dumbbell up there while we work into the obliques and core muscles and some shoulder for sure. So this is our last move. We're gonna go back to that left arm, one arm row with our heavy coming up. And just breathe. Hopefully you got some good tunes blaring on your end. Time, okay. Left arm. I'm using that 20 again. Left leg back. Neutral spine. Abs engaged. Row up. Breathe. Yeah, quick transitions with this, okay? So we got 10-second transitions. So we get enough of a little bit of a break, but we're not recovering. We want to keep the heart rate up. Get that heart rate response that I want with this mini circuit that we're doing at the beginning here. And then we've got 45 seconds, which is a great time under tension to really get the muscles, and not in a strength-based way. This is going to be more in, I hate the word, but a toning way, okay? Woo. Bicep curl to lunge coming up. Time, okay. We're still staying with that left arm. Left leg back, palm facing, so I'll face you a bit. Palm facing away, okay. Good, go lay down, dude. Lunge and curl. No, we had to talk about this. Lie down, down. He's even got a treat there for keeping himself occupied. Nope, lay down. There's a good boy. Oh, he just gave me a look and a noise. Like, I don't want to lie down. Woo! Hello, biceps. Now we've got a lot of core work in here. You may not feel it, but there is, because we're offset with one dumbbell in the arm. Lunges, get those deep core muscles involved. Time. All right, other arm row. Oh, no, wait, before we do, we're shuffling over the dumbbell. So it's up, or up. Now you go as fast as you feel you can. Remember, we want that heart rate to come up. Land soft, knee drives. You're one-legged for the entire drill. So good balance right here. Eyes focused on something straight ahead. And just breathe. We got this, come on. Time, whoo. All right, heavy dumbbell. Right arm, step back, right leg. Ready? Good job, let's go. Nice long spine. So we're not rounding at all. You shouldn't feel anything in your low back. Lunge and bicep curl coming up. Time. Woo. All right, I'm switching out to that 15-pound again. Still that right arm. Okay, right leg back, palm facing away. Start with the lunge, and as you come up, curl up. Good. And again, you don't have to lunge deep. You don't even have to lunge, like I said in that very first round. I just wanted to add some legs in this first part, again, to keep our heart rates up. Because adding legs is the fastest way to keep that heart rate of ours going. Once again, getting that core involved because we're offset, just holding on to one dumbbell. Whew. How you doing at home? Yeah, time. I'm feeling it too. All right, I'm switching out to my 10-pound. Okay, we've got the rotational squat swings. Feet shoulder width apart. You don't want to go too wide on this. Hold on the dumbbell end to end. Swing down, up, good. Knees tracking straight ahead. Chest up, head up, so it's not a deep squat. Good. Nicely done. So here's the scoop, crew. We got one more round of these. I know, but we can do it. Finally, my workout partner settled down. He's been an orangutan all morning. He was neutered just recently, so we still can't time or run him hard, so that's probably it. All right, left arm, one arm row. Whew. Lean into that front thigh, go, last round. If you own a German Shepherd, you know what I'm talking about. They're very high energy dogs. And then it's so funny. My other dog, complete opposite. In fact, when she was a puppy, I used to poke Bella to make sure she was still alive. Yeah, I'm talking about your buddy Bella, because she was that mellow. This guy, yeah, he needed no poking. We knew he was alive from the minute we brought him home. Oh, time. All right, final set of lunge and bicep curl on this side. Left arm, okay? Palm facing away. We're gonna do hammer curls later on in the workout. That's why I want to hit a different head of the bicep with the palm facing away from you. And then we'll hit the other head further down in our workout. So again, I alluded that we're using the legs today in this first part to get the heart rate up. And you may be wondering, well, how does the legs get the heart rate up? Well, because they have the largest muscles in our body, glutes, thighs, hamstrings, hip flexors, they require a lot more work from our heart to get the working blood to them. So the heart has to pump faster. Time, okay. Whew. Shuffle over. There you go. Little training tip for you. Throw that around next kitchen party. Go. Now you pick high or low impact. This is our last time doing this one. So let's do it fast. Let's do it good. And let's smile while we're doing it. Feeling it in my hips too. Awesome. Okay, you guys are so close. Come on, come on. Time. See? Bravo. All right, right arm, one arm row. Grab your heavy. Get set up. Deep breath and go. Keep those shoulders squared. Make sure you've got that form tight. Even on this last set, we're a little tired. We're a little fatigued, but we're not gonna lose our form. We're gonna look strong and amazing through the full set. Oh boy. Lunge and bicep curl coming up. Time. Woo! All right, I'm switching out to my 15. Stay with that right arm, crew. Palm facing away. Set yourself up to your wide lunge pattern. Lunge down, curl up. Good job. So if you're doing the 10-day arms and abs challenge and you're wondering, what the heck should I do next? If you're not already a member of Patreon, come and join us, okay? All of the Patreon members, community members, have a workout calendar that's going to keep them going with workouts, so they really just keep on absorbing the positive effects after these 10 days. So if that interests you, come and join us. Time. All right, I'm switching out to my 10-pound squat rotational swings. Feet shoulder width apart. Keep those knees tracking straight ahead. Dumbbell in each hand. Swing through. Hips to get the dumbbells up. Or dumbbell up. 45 seconds, we'll grab some water, and then we're moving into more of a traditional strength workout for the upper body. Neutral spine, not rounding. So it's same spine standing, push my hips back, I hinge through my hip joint, and I don't round, okay, in at all. Time. All right, grab a quick sip of water. March it on the spot, heart rate's going. Yep, heart rate's going. So we're standing for the first two moves, and then we're seated for the ab move. So we're gonna hit back muscle, second move bicep, third move abs. Grab those light dumbbells for the first move. Now, really quick teaching point before we start this first move here. We're doing a hip hinge like we did with the one arm row, but we won't have the ability to support ourselves because both arms will be working. So I want you to ensure that you know what a hip hinge is so you don't feel your low back. So even if you've been with me a million gazillion times, you're like, PJ, this is old news, still join me, okay? You can always, good to redo teaching on this. Feet hip width apart. Now place your hands just on the very top of your leg thigh. So kind of where the crotch is, all right? Now from here, soften the knees and then push the bum back and hinge from the hip forward until your upper body is as parallel to the ground as you can get it. Now take a look at my spine. It's neutral. Unfortunately, this is what I see a lot. People hinge from here, okay? Lower thoracic spine, upper lumbar spine. That's why most bulging discs happen here because we do this so much. We do this. And then we do the movement. Well, now I've got rounded spine, okay, potential disc problem, definite posture problem. So please don't do that. Deal? Awesome. Here we go. Grab your dumbbells. Beautiful. Feet hip width apart. Now hip hinge. Perfect. Dumbbells underneath. Now turn the thumbs so they're facing away from you. Chin is tucked in a bit and just lift one arm up for a reverse fly, lower down, and the other arm. So thumb is up, so we get a little bit more into your lower traps, which is often not used muscle, but we need that guy fired up for posture to ensure that we don't have any impingement, any shoulder issues. So if you find a traditional fly, which is where the palms are facing each other, kind of hurt in that front of your shoulder there, turn your thumbs up, work your lower traps, because that's your shoulder telling you something. Now abs are engaged. There's no doubt right now I feel my low back working time, but I don't feel pain. All right, keep these guys, okay, or you can switch out to slightly heavier one. I only have 115, otherwise I would. Curl up and then slowly release. So let's play along with time under tension here. So take it regular speed on the way up, and now let's slow it down for 3, 2, 1 as we lower. Good. So same speed up, and then slow, like you're doing this move in a big jar of peanut butter. And if you have a nut allergy, then sunflower peanut butter. Sunflower butter, there you go. Which, by the way, if you've never had, is really tasty. There you go, random thought. Now, excuse me, our next move is a Russian twist on the ground. We'll use one of our lighter dumbbells, and if you've got that Pilates ball, we'll set that up too. Time. All right, so everybody is gonna sit up nice and tall. Pilates ball people, stuff that ball right in the small of your back, or actually right under the bum almost. So vertebrae stack. Now I'm gonna lean back, keep neutral spine, and twist, and then see if I can touch the back of my hand to the ground, working into the obliques. Good. And then I'll pick up the tempo a little bit. Now I love the Pilates ball for this because it just helps me keep that neutral spine, help support my back a little bit. They don't cost much money. Gosh, they're definitely under $15. I'll put a link down below. If you don't have one, grab one on Amazon. And yeah, like I said, we don't use them a ton in our workouts, but you know, for 15 bucks to help you out with some of the moves, I think it's good investment. And they don't take up much space. Time. All right, crew, we got one more of each. So standing, hip hinge. Thumbs pointed away, dumbbells under the chest. One arm row, or fly, pardon me, other one. Good. Control it, don't swing the arm. Push your hips up towards your ceiling. Keep that lumbar curve. Neck in line with the spine. So once you've seen me, I want you to just get into neutral neck alignment. Oh, I love this one for the posture. Woo, baby. Time. All right, now typically I would switch out to my 15-pound dumbbells, hammer curl. If I was smart and brought both of them in the room with me, I didn't, I just have one. All right, regular speed up, slow like in a vat peanut butter on the way down. Up, slow on the way down, good. So here we're working the other head of the bicep. So during our first series of movements, we did the lunge with the hand facing away. So that hits one head of the bicep, this hits the other. Bicep having two heads, BI, Latin for two. It's the only Latin I know. Well, I know tri too, TRI for triceps. That means three. Woo, look how smart I am, huh? More than a pretty face. Time. All right, Russian twist. With or without that little Pilates ball, first set is stack the spine, neutral. Lean back, feel those abs grab. Now, if you'd like, you can also lift the feet up. Whew. But think about rotation more. So I found with my feet up and using the Pilates ball, I was really limited on how much I could rotate. So I want you to think more rotation on this. So if you got to drop your feet, I think without the Pilates ball, you'll get more rotation. Last one here, then we move on to our final circuit. Time, nicely done. All right, if you want to grab a quick sip of water, now's a great time. Okay, we're on our final circuit. 4 moves, we're down on the mat for all 4 of the moves, alternating between a back exercise and an abdominal exercise. Our first one's a pullover, and we'll add an ab move with it as well. I'm going to use a 15-pound dumbbell, okay? So, set yourself up, I'll quickly show you. Angle the dumbbell away, bent knee, okay, for beginners, straight legs, intermediate, advanced. As I lower the dumbbell down, I lower my legs down, keeping my low back close to my floor. So at no point do I feel, okay, my low back. Beginners, this is what you do. I want you to keep those knees bent. And that also goes beginners as well as people who are prone to low back pain and discomfort. I don't want you straightening your legs. Deal? Awesome. All right, I got my 15-pound dumbbell. I am gripping the end furthest from my head with each hand, and then I'm going to angle the head away from my noggin. From here, pull my abdominals in, get that low back stabilized, and then with straight arms, straight legs, or bent knee, lower and pull over. Working lats here, you might feel the triceps fire up as well, in addition to shoulders, and then we get the abs fired up too. Whew, time. All right, take yourself onto your stomach. So similar to what we did in warm-up, but this time it's just the elbows drawing in towards the rib cage. So tuck the chin in, bring the arms so that they are shoulder width apart. All right, palms down, hands off the mat, and now pull the elbows in towards the rib cage so they look like the letter W, and then extend them back out. Hands wide, pull in, letter W, extend out, arms kind of look like the letter V. Toes tucked in to neutralize the pelvis. Shoulder blades are drawing down towards your back pocket as you're pulling the arms down. We're trying to keep those hands off the ground the entire time, as well as head and a bit of the chest. Time. Arms down by your side now, stay where you are, palms facing down, they're resting on my ground, slightly away from my body, and now lift the chest and the hands, trying to bring the fingers down to the toes and lower. Once you've seen the move, tuck the chin in, because I don't want that neck out of alignment. Working into low back muscles, your extensors. Now if this feels okay for your low back, increase the intensity by having the hands light behind the ears. Your choice, okay? But as we lift the body up, if your arms are down by your side, your arms lift up a bit as well. Final move in this series, we're gonna hold a 45-second plank. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna coach you how we can fire up even more core muscles too in your plank. Time. Okay, so we've got on the forearms. You can be on the knees to modify. Otherwise, intermediate advanced people off the knees. Now, I want you to try to pull your elbows towards your toes and your toes up towards your elbows. Like you're almost trying to do a crunch and hold. Now, if planks are really starting to bother your shoulders, okay, I want you to come on up. George, out of the way. Come on up and do a V-sit position, okay? If you just need to get off of those shoulders. All right, neutral spine the whole bit. Everyone else, toes or knees, and hold. Again, try to pull those elbows towards the toes. Toes being pulled up towards the elbows, not rounding the back. Neck in line with the spine. A little bit of a squeeze in the tush. Time, nicely done. All right, just one more of everything, and then we stretch. Grab that 15-pound dumbbell. Angle it away from the noggin. Pull the abs in, support, and isolate into the low back there. Now lower the arms, straight. Legs are straight, or they're bent if you're a beginner, or if you've had previous low back issues. Ooh, I love this move. It really fires up my abs. Like right there when you're fully extended, feel those abs fired up. Keep breathing. Good. Are your arms straight? Time. All right, we've got the W's. So down on your mat. Tuck the toes in, chin is in, arms start in the letter V, pull the elbows down, they end in the letter W. Extend straight up again. Everything's elevated off your floor, arms, shoulders, head. Breathe. Toes stay on your ground, tuck them into the ground a bit. If you feel this in your low back, tighten up your glutes. Fire those up a bit, take some of the pressure off your low back. I'm really feeling my mid back on this. Oh, it feels good. I hope you're enjoying this one too. Time. All right, hands light behind the ears for intermediate advance. The rest of us, arms down by your side, palms down, a low back extensions, ready and lift. Still keeping those toes tucked in. So this is called a low back extension. This is great if you suffer with sciatica, bulging discs in the lower lumbar. We want to think more extension in the spine, if that's you, as opposed to flexion. So ab crunches, those wouldn't be a good choice if you have any bulging in the discs or sciatica. But this would be a good one, or the plank, right? Or the V-sit that I showed as an alternative to your plank. Time. Okay, last move, all right? We're in a plank or we're in the V-sit, knees or toes. And remember, I'm gonna coach you how we can fire up more abs. Ready, set, go. Now pull the elbows towards the toes, toes up towards the elbows. Oh, I just can't believe how much this fires up more abs. And you might be thinking, PJ, I really don't want to fire up more abs. Yes, you do, YouTube viewer. You do. So smile, pull those elbows down, try to pull those toes up, tighten up those abs, tell that core this is our last move. Woo-wee. Time. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna do a super quick stretch. If you want a longer one, I'll connect one after this workout. But start with the big toes together, knees are open, arms extended like the letter V. Walk them forward, forehead to mat, and just lengthen out your lats, stretch out your low back. And just give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths here. Come on up, thread the right arm under, side of head on the ground, palm is up on that right arm, and then slide the left hand in front of the right wrist and press the ground with that left hand, and you're gonna feel yourself try to rotate a little bit more, looking up to your ceiling and stretching more into that right shoulder blade region. My bum is off. I'm not sitting back on my heels, and I am pushing into my ground with that left arm. Couple more breaths. Nice. Come back up. All right, now the left arm's gonna thread under. Palm is up. Slide that right hand in front of left wrist. Push that right hand in the ground. Try to rotate and look up past that right shoulder. And come on up, final stretch. Have a seat on the tush. Knees are bent. Pull the toes towards you and then cross the hands over so you're grabbing onto opposite toes. Point the toes away from you and just drop the head and feel that stretch in the upper back and maybe even in your low back. If you don't feel it, straighten out your legs a bit more, okay? Point the toes, that's gonna help separate the shoulder blades. and release. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, if you got some extra time, I'm gonna hook up that extra stretch video that I would love for you to do, and your body would love it as well. And hey, if you're new to the channel, or if you've been to the workouts in the past and you haven't already done so, click that subscribe button. We would love to keep working with you, wouldn't we, George? And if you have worked out with us in the past and you haven't joined us on Patreon yet, hey, what are you waiting for? There are a ton of amazing perks waiting for you. Check down in the description, and we hope to see you in the Patreon community. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Bye. Whew. Good boy. Good job.